Previously, on Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition, the Nomads took part in yet another challenge, the Log Balance Challenge and the treasure hunt in the hot Loyangalani sand. Pascal was put on the chopping block after giving a dismal performance in both challenges. The verdict was out and Pascal Omondi was a lucky nomad. As this was not an elimination challenge, he was given yet another chance to fight for glory. This is Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Soldier go, soldier come. A Nigerian adage describes the somber mood in the Ultimate Challenge Nomads camp this early morning. The Nomads rise one by one at 3 a.m. to pack their belongings, ready to move to another unknown destination. The adage aptly brings back the memories of the struggle of the 6 eliminated nomads who never made it to this stage of the competition, and the fact that the remaining nomads still have the chance of winning the grand prize of 1 million shillings.
Time has come for the nomads to change their habitat, and just like in the beginning, they don't know of their destination. This is the ultimate challenge. The Nomads Edition.
The relocation does not resonate well with the nomads. It took them long to adapt to the habitat, and they know the situation will only get tougher. By 3 a.m., Ibrahim Kamara is already up and setting the pace in the project Kuhama. Washu starts by safeguarding her drinking water. The water is perhaps her well-kept secret for her survival. Daniel starts by folding his sleeping bag. This will no doubt tell you how much he values comfort, especially when it comes to sleeping. Then he cleans his sufriyas before packing them. He values his good food. Pascal wanders around camp not knowing where to start from, perhaps still recovering from the nightmare of coming face to face with the possibility of an elimination the previous week. His sandals have seen better days. They depict the struggle that Pascal has gone through in the competition. As long as the sandals continue hanging on his feet, he will have another reason not to give up.
Dogo alichukua hizi slippers na katuachia hapa peke yake. I guess this is the only thing aliniachia. Mudogo, thanks. Gigi, thanks for leaving me the slippers. You're a true friend.
This explains how grateful he has always been for the gift he was given by Luigi when he got eliminated from the competition. This may just be his perfect plan B. Rehema quickly assembles her belongings and is not bothered with the tent business since she doesn't have one in the first place. This shelter would perhaps be the only remaining memory of her existence at this camp, though it will eventually be blown away by the unrelenting strong winds.
The area is so tough, life there is so tough. So on the other side also I was kind of excited. I didn't know where I'm going, but just that anxiety of just living somewhere that you feel like you're kind of tired of being there.
Ameniel, aka Prezo, is still in dreamland, giving meaning to the Swahili adage that says, haraka haraka haina baraka. This heavy snoring marks his last dream in Loyangalani. How sad can it get? He's woken up by the commotion at camp and joins the other nomads in packing his scant belongings. Collapsing tents is one of the old lessons that the nomads had earlier assumed, but today they have to pay the heavy price. Setting them up may have been tough, but collapsing them seems complex, especially in the backdrop of darkness. The strong and unrelenting Loyangalani wins with a layer of being tired and sleepy. The ingenuity of holding the torches firmly in their mouths while collapsing the tents would have been entered into the Guinness Book of World Records had we pursued it any further. Ibrahim gives the nomads some tips, and within no time, all the tents are down.
I'd say I've been close-minded in talking to people, but I had to socialize, so it's got me to appreciate different cultures, appreciate different people and the way they think, and actually get to know where they're coming from. Yeah.
Emmanuel has a few lessons to teach the nomads this morning. He first requests Pascal to test how strong the bed he had woven onto the tree was before he unties it. According to Pascal, the bed holding his massive weight is like getting into a lion's den and hoping that the lion does not eat you. It actually worked. Emmanuel puts on his heavy jacket so as to counter the strong winds, then brands himself a new name, Moses.
We're going to the promised land.
Yes.
Egypt. Ilitoka kwa ship. Ni ship yeah.
Emmanuel remembers something vital he had hung on the tree and rushes for it. The self-proclaimed Moses takes out his Bible. Borrowing a leaf from Sabina, reads a scripture to the nomads to give them some spiritual nourishment before they depart.
Something that Sabina left us with. And I think that's one of the things that we needed in Loyangalani. Throughout this entire challenge, I pray a lot. You need strength from above. You need a higher power to believe in.
My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandment. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mass and the truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
The Ultimate Challenge crew is also heading for the same script. Departing from their famous windy camp is exciting and memorable to them. They are highly skilled and organized. Being the early birds, they take breakfast, pack their belongings, and collapse their tents way before the nomads do. Their objectives are well laid out, though that's a story for another day. The nomads enter the roaring overland truck singing a dirge expressing their sadness. The highly experienced camp manager Emile Opio confirms that everything is in place before departure. Upon departure, a deserted camp that was once home to the nomads lays bare. The remaining traces of occupation will be wiped away within no time by the strong, unrelenting Loyangalani winds.
We had gotten used to some of the locals who would go out of their way to just say hello to us, be kind, tell us that, you know what, we're doing a good thing by experiencing their land. They knew that we're not from around there. And just the whole thing of you've been in one place And under such conditions and been through so much, leaving it was bittersweet. Yeah, bittersweet in the sense of we left some good memories, we've left some bad ones.
Staring outside the overland truck window, Washu notices a pair of very old sports shoes that once belonged to Ibrahim. Ibrahim must have terminated their contract after arguably not so good a service to his feet in Loyangalani and costing him victory in his final challenge against Washu.
Hiyo place tulikuwa tumeizoea na mi pangu ningeulizwa ingekuwa kumalizia tu pale penye umezoea. Mtamiss Lake, kuendaga kwa maji kila saa na watu wa huko pia juu ni wa friendly.
The overland truck drives off in the cover of darkness. The glaring lights express the hope and courage that the nomads uphold.
What keeps us going is, in as much as we do the challenges, the tough challenges and all that, there's just that moment that we get ourselves laughing and making fun about what occurred maybe during the day, and also making fun about what we are going through. So that is a positive motivation, and also we believe that God is with us, because even where we were staying in Loyangalani, I believe it's only God who protected us, because the environment is just there. You don't know what can attack you during the night and all that.
As the lights fade away, it becomes clear that this is the nomads' last day in camp, and the memories of Loyangalani will last for a lifetime. Inside the overland truck, the nomads crack light jokes to kill time.
Babango, Petero, Loyangalani.
They are once again moving to an undisclosed location. What they know is the journey will last for many hours if the first trip to Marsabit is anything to go by. They are headed to a small town that borders the Chalbi Desert, which is about 120 kilometers from Marsabit town. However, they first have to cover a distance of 321 kilometers to Marsabit town on a rough Murram road, then cover another 100 kilometers on a rough road from Marsabit town to their destination.
Sasa hakuna kitu ilikuwa inaenda venye tungetarajia. Juu tuliamka 4, tulidhani tuliamka 3. By kitu 3:50 tulikuwa ready nje, but tukapata kumbe time si hivyo venye ilifaa. Tunafaa tutoke 6. So hiyo kulala nje tena, kaa tumeweka mablanketi chini. Jani nayo ikuwa rahisi. Juu I think imekuwa like hours 10 na kitu. Na ni janika ya kurudi tu na hivi. Na inachokesha. Kwanza mtu kama mimi magoti sikuwa naifeel. Plus pendi hizi jani za basi. Hizo hufanya ni feel vibaya. So sikuwa poa na hiyo jani.
Less than 30 kilometers from Loyangalani, the overland truck develops problems and the journey comes to a halt. Don't go away. Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition, will be right back.